In this video, we're going to apply multi-step equations. So we're going to do some story problems with multi-step equations. Let's start with example 1. It says Mia won 77 pieces of gum playing hoops at her school's game night. Later, she gave 3 to each of her friends. She only has 5 remaining. How many friends does she have? So we're going to say that x is equal to the number of friends. And then we're going to write an equation. And in that equation, we start with 77 pieces of gum. So she starts with 77. And it says that she's giving 3 to each of her friends. So that means she's losing 3 per friend. And that she ends, so it equals, with 5 remaining. So that's the equation that we can write from the information given. 77 pieces of gum minus 3 per friend is equal to 5. Now let's solve that. We subtract 77 on each side. We get negative 3x is equal to 5 minus 77 is negative 72. Now let's divide by negative 3 on each side. And we'll end up with x is equal to 72 divided by 3, which is 24. So she has 24 friends. So we're going to say x equals 24 friends. Let's try problem number 2 here. Devin paid $30 to be a member of Fox Lake Gym. When he takes the boxing class, it costs him $2. Jared is not a member of the gym, and it cost him $5 for the same class. How many classes would it take for Devin's total cost to equal Jared's total cost? So Devin paid $30 to be a member, so that's $30. And then he has to pay $2 per class, so that's plus $2 per class. And we're going to say x is equal to the number of classes. So we're setting up an equation here. Well, I'll write underneath here that this is Devin. Okay, and his is going to equal Jared, which is he pays $5 per class. Okay, so we have to solve this equation now. So we're going to say 30 plus 2x is equal to 5x. All right, so $30 for the first class plus $2 per class for Devin and $5 per class for Jared. We want to subtract 2x to get the variables on the same side. So that's 30 equals 3x. Let's rewrite that up here. We get 30 equals 3x. We're going to divide by 3 on each side. And we get 10 is equal to x. So it takes 10 classes for them to have the total, the same cost. So 10 classes before they pay the same amount. Okay. Now let's go to number 3. It says, for a field trip, 11 students rode in cars, and the rest filled 8 buses. How many students were in each bus if 315 students were on the trip? So it says 11 students rode in cars. So 11 rode in cars, and the rest filled 8 buses. Okay, how many students were in each bus? Well, if we know 11 students rode in cars, we can say 11 plus 8 buses times the number of students on each bus. So we're going to say x is equal to the number of students on each bus. So we got 11 plus 8x is equal to 315. So we can go ahead and solve this now, right? 11 people on the cars plus 8 buses times the number of people on each bus is equal to 315. Let's subtract 11 from each side, and we get 8x is equal to 304. Let's divide by 8 on each, and x is going to equal 304 divided by 8 is 38. So there were 38 students on each bus. Now let's look at example 4. says a wise woman once said, 400 reduced by twice my age is 262. What is her age? So we're looking for her age. And it says 400 reduced means subtraction by twice my age. So 400 minus 2 times her age is 262. So equals 262. So 400 reduced minus by twice 2 times my age, which is x. So remember, x represents her age, is equal to 262. Let's solve this. We subtract 400 on each side. We get negative 2x is equal to, that'd be negative 138. Let's divide by negative 2 on each side. And her age would be 138 divided by 2, which is 69. 69 years old. Finally, example 5. The sum of 3 consecutive odd integers is 237. What are the integers? So 3 consecutive odd integers. Let's say that x is the first odd number. Okay? So x is the first odd number. And we want the sum of 3 consecutive odd integers. So we're going to say that x plus, to get the next odd number, you take x plus 2. So this would be the second odd number. I'm putting parentheses just so you see it's the second odd number. Plus x plus 4. Remember, the difference between odd numbers is 2. That's why I'm adding 2 here, and then I add 4 to this one. Our original first odd number is x. I got to add 4 to that to get to the third one. Is equal to 237. Let's solve this. So that'd be 1, 2, 3 x's plus 6 is equal to 237. Let's subtract 6 on each side. Let's ignore the 14 here. And we get 3x is equal to 231. Let's divide by 3 on each side. And x is going to equal 77. So this is the first odd number. Well, remember, x plus 2 was the second odd number. That's what we wrote there. So if we do x plus 2, that'd be 77 plus 2, which is 79. And then x plus 4 is the third odd number, which would be 77 plus 4, which is 81. So our 3 consecutive odd numbers are 77, 79, 81.